and welcome to the Cubangypsy from Jersey. And today I've been asked to do something different. I'm going to be bringing in some angel messages. So I will be using messages from your angels, the oracle cards. I will be using my Keepers of the Light, yes, because they are ascended masters and angels. And I'm going to be using the angels within us. As you can see, this book has been around the block a couple of times. Yeah, it's like my Bible. And I have my beautiful angel book. So we'll do some angel messages, just bringing in the angels. Okay, so let's see, what are the messages that you want me to bring forth today? And I think because I feel there's many of us that are in the midst of some kind of heavy transition. And sometimes when we're in these states, the best help, after, of course, aligning with Source and praying and God, is to connect with our angels, to connect with God's warriors and guides and protectors, and they just lift our spirits up and help us get through our most challenging times. Okay, you know, we have free will, but we can all use the comfort that they provide, the hope and faith that we receive from the angels, that warm hug blanket, feeling that, you know, we can get through this. Angels for me are huge. I could have not gotten through all of my adventures without them. Okay, so we have, all right, so the first message is, I bring you a message from your deceased loved one. I am happy, at peace, and I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. So I do think that this is a specific message for someone out there that is maybe grieving a loss. I mean, we all grieve a loss in one way or another, but this is specific. And I know that I was guided to do this message because I can feel it. I don't know who you are, but I connect with you. So, yes. The message from your loved one is that they're okay. They're actually in a very great place, a beautiful place. And sometimes when it's hard for us to move on or let go of our loved ones, it does pull down the energy for them. They can still feel us, and it's very hard for them to go on their journey. I mean, they have a new life. They are, for us, what is an ending for them is a beginning. So we have energetic cords that if we don't release them, we can pull and delay the growth of our loved ones. So if you're going through a grief process now, maybe it's a good time to talk with someone, a friend, a counselor, whoever it is that you trust, so that you're able to accept this loss. And just remember, love never dies. It transforms like energy, like everything. It transforms. And what happens when we lose a loved one, all that love, it goes back into our heart. And hopefully in time, because time, trust me, heals. You don't forget. You never forget. But what happens is that the memories are less painful and they become filled with joy and gratefulness to have been able to have spent time with the person that we were with, or people. So it's heavily coming in, the messages for your angels, to let you know that your loved one is safe. They're actually having probably a party. Okay, it's our human self, you know, it's human nature. We're the ones who stay back and don't understand, and we feel this pain, but not when you cross over. No, it is blissful and lovely and just heavenly. Of course, heavenly. All right, so let's see what our ascended masters and angels have to say to add to this message of it's okay, they're perfect. Woo. And they fly out. I'll be right back. They fly out. Oh, okay. All right. So we have the white eagle, which is our ancestors. Ooh. Okay, so ancestor spirit. Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed. So, I'm picking up grandfather energy. Yeah, I feel a divine masculine, very strong leader within your family has crossed over. And I don't feel that it's recent. I feel that, which is why the message is coming through. So it's not a recent passing, but it is something that you're having trouble letting go of because they were such a huge part of the family structure. This is heavy, masculine. Yeah, so it's grandfather. It's a parent, grandfather or father, but I'm picking up grandfather. Okay. Can you see? I've got a new visual here. So I'm having technical difficulties bringing in the showing you the cards here. But let's see, will it show here? I'm not sure. Okay. I just want you to really look at that. Ancestor. Ooh. Strong. So, let me go to the angels within us. Beautiful messages in here and see what we get. What I love to do is flip. And wherever I land, that usually is the message. It is so discombobulated that I don't get it. Okay. Let me align it. Okay. The angel of death and rebirth. Okay. So we have the angel of death and rebirth. Let me go. It ended on page 189, but where does it start? It begins here. So we have the angel of death and rebirth. So I have to start with the intro and then go to the page where it landed on, because that has a specific message. Okay, so the force of this angel is an extension and amplification of the flow of renunciation and regeneration, which is death and rebirth. They're reborn. So it fell on page 189 and it says, we are totally sincere. If we are totally and sincere and willing to surrender to the lesser in exchange for the greater, the holy self will gently ease the old personality out and will replace the lower energy with itself. So, in the tarot, this angel is represented by the death card. Yes. Which is rebirth. In this case, in this reading, it is an actual passing of a loved one that I am connecting to and bringing a message for. So obviously it's not going to resonate with a lot of people, but it's about touching just one person in your life. And that's all I strive for, is to bring light and love to just least one person. So, in my Believe book, let's see, what angels do we have? Do you believe? Do you believe? And that is what it comes down to, our belief. Do you believe? Then tell me. Have you heard an angel pray, perhaps for love and grace? What would an angel have to say in such a heavenly place? What words of joy and those of praise would angels give a voice? When speaking of warm summer days, what words would be their choice? And flowers in the early spring, on hill or forest lawn, what would a heavenly angel sing to greet them every dawn? Or maybe on a mountaintop or on a valley wide, or any place that makes you stop where angels play and hide. One wonders of the words they'd use, what songs would they inspire, what poems would the angels choose from an angel's heart's desire. So, when you're thinking of angels, how would they, the way that I interpret that poem is, how do you recognize angels in your life? What signs represent that you are surrounded and guided by their presence and their love? For me, it's really simple. It's usually the birds singing or catching a breeze when there isn't any, and feathers when there are no ducks around. Feathers are huge for me. I find them in places that you would never find them. And that soft whisper, sometimes that I hear in the lyrics of a song, that's how angels speak to me. Everybody has a unique way of hearing them. Seek it. The angels are asking you to have faith and hope and believe, truly believe, that your loved one is safe in a better place and loved. They are truly in a better place. A crystal ball. I'm not going to do the crystal ball today because we're talking about this particular moment in time. And that is a message for today. I do have one little angel card I want to do because I love my little angel cards. And we'll see what we are left with. And we have education. Interesting that this comes out. Education. Because immediately I thought of the white eagle, how it says to connect to your lineage. And a family wound or pattern can be healed now. Well, that only comes from learning, right? Learning about maybe your past, your lineage, your family tree. Find out more. Find out more about your, I keep saying grandpa. Find out more about your grandpa. It will bring about the healing. Just celebrating his life, celebrating not only who he was, but who he was to the family, and all the joy and wisdom he brought. Yes, research, find out more about him. Okay, my friends, I hope that brought some peace, healing to someone. I don't know if I'll be here tomorrow, but